What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. We are going to be doing some submitting today. I got another submission that's already out to SGC. We will highlight that when it comes back because I'm testing out a theory. Not really testing out a theory. I think we all can agree on the theory that I'm testing. But I wanted to do it. I haven't done it, and so I wanted to do it. So this video, however, is about another submission that I'm doing right now that I didn't think I was going to do, but it's not necessarily planned. But you know, the specials come out, and you're like, oh, that's actually a pretty good price, pretty good opportunity. So now you guys know I have a love-hate relationship with PSA, mostly hate. But there are some instances where even folks that have reached out to me, they say, hey man, you know, I have this card. What should I do with it? I want to get it graded. Where should I send it? And my first question is, well, what are you going to do with it? And how quick do you want it back? And if the answer is, well, I don't really care about getting it back in time, you know, like quickly. And if it's like a late 90s or late 80s, early 90s card, typically my response is go to PSA. Just keep in mind that, you know, they're not always the best when it comes to adhering to their own published standards of grading. I'm not going to beat that dead horse anymore. You guys know my feelings about that. However, one of the main reasons why I always say that is because three things, right? Obviously the grading piece, but their prices are always seem to be pretty high. They're always in that $25, $30 range, $40 range for like just basic service. Now, if you can catch, I think their value is $25. Let's take a look real quick. Hold on. Yeah, so right now value is just $25. With a declared value of $4.99 or less. So it's $25 per card, and I don't think there's any minimums. Yeah, no minimum. So if you got one card, it's going to take you, 65 business days. Now, for those of you that don't know, there's only 20 business days in a month, give or take. Obviously, December, it's a lot different. November is a lot different because there's holidays and stuff like that. But 65 business days is essentially 4 months, is what they're telling you. 4.5 probably. Now, you guys let me know down below, but I think on average what I'm hearing is it's like 2 months is the turnaround time. So they're over promising. I mean, they're under promising, over delivering, which is typically what you want to see from a grading company, or from any company for that matter, right? I'm going to give you 80, but then I'm going to give you 100. I'm going to advertise 80, then I'm going to give you 100 so you're happy. That's always the right way to go. Now, for an additional $15, they cut that down to 20 business days, which is essentially a month. And then you got some other stuff here. 10 business days for $75. So if you got cards that you want to send in for $75 for a 10 business day turnaround, that's always interesting. Express is $150 for a 5 business day turnaround. Super Express, 3 business days for $300. Walkthrough. You know, I haven't really paid attention to PSA's prices recently and their turnaround times, but man, if you hit a big card, right? Let's say Wemby numbered to 49, right? For $600, for $300, I'd probably do that 3 business day turnaround, something like that. Get in there before prices are established on Wembanyama. That's actually not bad. 150 for an Express for 5 business day turnaround. So the big difference is here. I mean, it's still 5-day turnaround, 3-day turnaround, 3-day turnaround, but the big difference is the declared values, right? So 4,000 or 2,500, 5,000, and 10,000. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't even play in this 10,000 and above arena. So, I know a couple of my boys that do, but that's that's just not me. Holidays are coming. I'm broke. So anyway, but they do. So I am part of the collectors club, and occasionally they run some pretty decent specials. More importantly, what they're running right now is a $15 special on 80s and 90s sports, which basketball, football, soccer, whatever, baseball, basketball, football, baseball. 10 card minimum, regular card, sports cards only, standard imaging front and back, and only for Collectors Club members, which I am, at $15. Now, I have a handful of cards that are 90s cards that I really like. Much of them are like my PC items that I just like having them. I enjoy having them. It's not worth it from a dollar standpoint to send them. There's some of them that I've sent, but not all of them. To send them to SGC to get graded, even at $15. I think SGC's at $15. Even at $15, it's not worth it to send it to get, because even if they get like, they're not perfect, they're 90s cards, so they're probably going to get an 8.5, 8, maybe a 9 for some of my really nice ones, and they just wouldn't be worth anything in an SGC slab. And these cards are PC cards for me for the most part, but they're not PC cards to where I have like a real deep emotional connection with them. Like I really, really like them. I just like them. They're pretty cool. But as I was looking through some of the prices in PSA slabs, they're worth quite a bit if they get, 8s, 9s in PSA slabs. And so that's never been an issue because PSA is always $40 a card for regular service. And then they've been so heavy on the TCG side that they really haven't been running any basketball 90s basketball specials or sports specials. But they're doing it now. So from now until December 3rd, which is next Monday, I think, they have this season's gradings specials that are popping out every week. The last one was TCG. This new one is the 80s and 90s sports. And then there's just a bunch of different ones that they've been running. But they're week-long specials. Anyway, I'm going to take advantage of this particular special. I don't usually submit to PSA. You guys know that. But I have a handful of cards that I just felt were really in this kind of groove, right? This little niche, right, of 80s, 90s. I submitted a while back a handful of cards to SGC that were this 1991 Panini basketball stickers. If you guys know about these are you got to hand cut them. You can cut these individually or you can hand cut them in the panels. So I got quite a few of these that I'm sending in. And I had originally sent a handful to SGC, and some of them got graded. Some of them came back trimmed, which I was a little bummed out about. But that kind of scared me into submitting any more to SGC because I didn't want to do the trimmed. And I think SGC charges you no matter what. And if I'm not mistaken, PSA doesn't charge you if they don't grade it, or if it's minimum sized, or if they don't holder it, I think you don't pay for it. But with SGC, that's not the case. I think they charge you no matter what. I might be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. If I'm wrong, somebody please let me know. So I got a handful of these that are going. And then I also have a handful of this Skybox stuff. Elementary school math book type of vibe in their design, which at the time was kind of crazy, but I've always thought it was dope looking. So I got a handful of from this set that, again, for $15, I'm picking out like the best ones that I have, and obviously they're all Jordan, and getting a lot of these stuff graded. And then I got stuff like this triple double holograph. This one's Detlef, Shrimp. I got a couple other. No, I think this is Rick Smith, isn't it? Rick Smith's. No, this is Detlef. My bad. So I got some stuff like this that I'm submitting. And again, for $15, you can't really go wrong on any of this stuff. Things like Jordan, 50-point club. Pretty nice little card there. But I think this is for the first time. This is something that PSA has done where it's actually something that appeals to me, which is great. I would love to see SGC run some specials other than Bowman and baseball and TCG, which has been great. I've taken advantage of the TCG side of things for $9 to grade with SGC for $9. It's been great, but man, they're really, and I understand why they're doing it. They're trying to get those TCG numbers up. So they've been running a lot of specials on TCG. Actually, let's see what's the current specials they got going on here. Yeah. So again, Bowman, anything Bowman, which I mean, okay, you could argue that there's some basketball there, but I mean, there really isn't, right? I mean, unless you're chasing Wembanyama, there really is nothing there. But I mean, still, this is great. $40 for a 1 to 2 day turnaround, $15 for a 5 to 10 day turnaround, which, from what I'm understanding, is averaging about 6 or 7 days, which is great. Anyway, I wanted to see if there was any, but it doesn't look like it. It's still the $9 for Bowman. I would love to see like $9 for like NBA hoops this year, which would be great because everybody that's cracking open Wembanyama stuff right now could really take advantage of that. I'd love to see that from SGC. And then $9 for TCG. Yeah, so, I mean, you could see why they're doing that, right? Why SGC is doing that. They're just trying to keep up with, trying to get some of that TCG market. But, unfortunately, I don't collect TCG, and I don't collect Bowman baseball, and I don't collect, I typically don't like collecting unlicensed basketball. So, right now they're not doing anything for me. And PSA popped out this deal where it's $15 for basketball, 80s and 90s basketball. And that's right in my lane. So I'm going to submit these. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the system, get them submitted. Today is November 30th. So I'm going to get these booked in, get them shipped out today. And then we'll start the 3.5 month clock and see how long it takes, and I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, so stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming out. I've been opening a lot of stuff. I opened up 2 blaster boxes of the brand new hoops, and I guess I've just been out of this for too long that my camera didn't record correctly, so that was really stupid because I hit like 5 Wembanyamas, and we'll talk about that in a second or on another video, but it's just kind of, it bummed me out because I went to go edit it and put it up because I was super excited. And then I realized, oh crap, the stupid camera didn't record correctly. We got some arena stuff coming up. Oh man, I've been doing so much on arena. If you guys haven't gotten on Arena Club, the link's down below. I don't know. I really like it. It's been fun. Trading, selling, buying, chatting with people on there. It's been great. Anyway, we'll catch up with you guys on the next video. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. Peace.